We've all done it. Mindlessly staring at a screen, scrolling, maybe checking your email, multitasking while you do something else, or worse, maybe you're even on a video conference right now, pretending to pay attention. All the Zooming, all the emails, the multitasking, it's killing our creativity. There has to be a better way, and I believe there is. Let's talk about it.
This is the Creative Coach Cast with Paul Goldsmith.
How about we all just agree right now that we just let go of the desire to look busy all the time, to say no to productivity theater and replace it with actual productivity? If you're tracking with me, here are 5 ways we can start right now to reclaim our time and not waste it on productivity theater. First, always expect an agenda. No agenda, no meeting. It's required. It's so crucial that if you're the speaker or facilitator of a meeting, that you come prepared and you let those you invite know what to expect. Because when you create an agenda, you decide what is actually critical to bring up and what could just be an email. The average sermon in church in America is 37 minutes long. The average TED Talk, 18 minutes. It seems the more significant the message, maybe the shorter it should be and the more time spent preparing. I love this quote from Woodrow Wilson. He said, "If I am to speak for 10 minutes, I need a week for preparation. If 15 minutes, 3 days. If half an hour, 2 days. And if an hour, I'm ready right now." Any meeting that you invite others to requires preparation. On not just your part, but also the audience. Let them know what to expect and how they need to prepare for that meeting. And if you're invited to a meeting, go ahead and encourage the person that invited you to send you an agenda before every meeting. It's respectful for all involved to know how to best prepare for that meeting, or maybe even opt out if the agenda doesn't require your input. Our time is the most precious resource we have. Let's not just give it away so freely to everyone with a Zoom account and email address. Speaking of email, there's a wonderful feature that's seldom used, but it's the second way to minimize productivity theater. If we could all just begin using the schedule send feature, it's available through G Suite. It's available in Outlook. You can send later there. Whatever you have to do, you don't have to send emails as soon as you think of it. We all have different times we get caught up on work email. It may be the occasional. Hopefully, it's only occasional, late night or weekend. And rather than sending that email right away, use the scheduled send to send it out during the next regular business hours. The only way we're ever going to end the cycle of never-ending emails, of always being on, is to be a part of the solution. Model the behavior that we want to see others repeat. We can schedule those emails to go when it's appropriate for others to see them. We teach others how to treat us. I learned that from Dr. Phil. That's easy. Let's all start using the schedule send feature. Now, the third way to get more productive and reduce the amount of time wasted, this also pertains to email. It's to get appointment scheduling software. This is a game changer. If your calendar is not managed by an assistant, or even if it is, I can't recommend using a scheduler enough. I use Calendly and love it. You send someone that wants a meeting with you a link to your calendar, and they don't see what's on your calendar, but they can see your available times that you've pre-selected to know when you can have meetings. And they pick the time that works for them. It automatically confirms the meeting. It actually connects with Zoom. It eliminates all the back and forth emails. Such a huge time saver. A fourth way to stop pretending to be productive and get actually productive is to stop working for time. If you're an entrepreneur, it's very common. We can all fall into the trap of selling people on the number of hours that we work per month or per week and working by the hours. That's exactly the kind of thing that leads to mindless meetings and wasting everyone's time. Instead of trying to show your clients how hard you're working, ask them what done looks like and when it needs to be done. And how much time it takes you is immaterial. I don't care how long it takes the person cutting my hair. It just needs to be the way I like it. Think in terms of results, because that's actually what people care about, and not in terms of amount of effort put in. That leads to exactly the kind of thing we're talking about. And finally, number 5, the final suggestion today to replace productivity theater with actual productivity is to find the easy button. with every job, ask yourself, is there an easier way to accomplish the same result? If you know what done looks like, then find out, is there someone else that might be able to help me accomplish this in an easier way? I'll give you an example. I coach a number of radio show hosts, and a common challenge for them is getting quality phone calls from listeners, because each time they answer, they've got a limited amount of time between songs. It's like playing phone roulette with the caller. First of all, they're not just calling to win a prize, but they actually want to talk about the subject at hand, whether it's a good quality connection or they're on Bluetooth and there's road noise and it doesn't work. So rather than leave it up to chance, when you have a great caller, ask them for their number. And if you can call or text them in the future when you want to get their input on something, then each time that personality asks for listener feedback, they have a pre-screened list of people they can rely on. There's almost always an easier way to accomplish the same result if you stop to think about it and ask who might have some insight on this. There's a number of ways you can do that. A coach is one way. I would be honored to help. That's why I set up the Creative Coach Hotline. So if you'd like to text me, that number is 559-574-3210. I hope this has been a productive use of your time. If it was, please share it with someone else. Thank you for listening to the Creative Coach Cast. I hope this has been beneficial, and if you like it, please review it and rate it. That way others can find it, and we'll talk to you next time.